They go, you tripping. And you say to yourself, you know what, you right. I am tripping, man. This is a good person, right? This is a good girl. This is a good dude. All right, y'all. So I'm trying to tell you what your attraction is, how to get more from men, more from better men. If you want better men, you got to go see. Now this is the one that women don't like to hear, and you are going to have to go on the offensive for good men. Now you want those regular old, Joe Schmoes, working at Walmart and all that. Hey, nothing wrong with working at Walmart. It's a stepping stone. But what I'm saying is, those guys are if you want to end up there, those guys are always going to be chasing you guys around. I always get men, Clarence. I ain't got no problem getting men. Of course you don't. You have a vagina, right? You are dressed like you are trying to attract men, right? Of course you're going. Of course, right? There's women out here on Figueroa Street right here in sunny Los Angeles right now, about not even 10 minutes away from here. They ain't got no problem getting no men neither. They ain't got no problem getting men with money either. So what does that mean? What's the difference between you and them? A lot, Clarence. A lot. I ain't no hoe. I ain't out there on the street. I ain't no prostitute. Okay, if you're not a prostitute, then show us that you're not. Show us that you're not in this culture of prostitution and the culture of promiscuity. Show us, and then we'll see you in a different light. Now, here's the bad part, and I'm gonna bring it home, and then we're gonna move on to the next point. Here's the bad point that I think women are scared to death of, and they scared to death of because if I tell you, okay, go now, you got to just keep your eye open for good men. Your swings at bat are gonna go drop. They're gonna drop dramatically, right? If you carry yourself a certain way, like you a respectable woman, the average guy ain't going. They don't know how to deal with somebody like that. They want to deal with somebody who they believe is actively involved in the sexual selection process and is willing to participate in that process, right? In casual sex. That's what they're looking for, most guys. If you don't do it, then they mad at you for not, for having some respect for yourself. They're gonna hold the fact that you had sex with the last guy against you, right? Well, you didn't make this guy wait. Why are you making me wait? Right? And that argument is so stupid, right? That is so stupid. That is a stupid argument. That's like going to a guy saying, when you bought a lemon last time, why you out here on the new car lot? Right? That's so stupid. That's a stupid argument. Like I was dumb before, but now I got to be dumb again, right? That's so stupid. But anyway, that's what men will say. Men will say, hold it against the woman. Say, hey, you didn't make this other guy wait 2 months, 3 months. Now, am I for the whole waiting 3 months? I'm not for. I don't define a time. What I say is, at least the first 3 dates should be not focused on sex. It should be focused on finding out if there's actual chemistry there. They're finding out if there's actual chemistry. Do you conduct yourself as a woman that promotes his manhood? Does he conduct himself as a man that promotes your womanhood? See, that's where I should be at the first 3 or 4 dates, is looking at that situation. Sex can wait. What if I do all that, Clarence, and the sex ain't no good? Then it ain't no good. Then you got to teach somebody something, right? You got to teach them. We got to be like, man, we got to stop being like, oh, well, if I have to teach her, I don't want her. I want her to already know. But if she knows, she a hoe. That's stupid. That whole mentality is dumb. You should be happy to teach somebody something, right? You should be happy to teach somebody. Do you really want somebody with high miles on a vagina? Yeah, they know how to do a lot of stuff, But in your mind, you thinking to yourself, damn, she must have did this about 70, 80 times, right? So ain't nothing special about me. And there's some women, not all women, but some women have so much sex that they become asexual, right? They're really not into it. They got so many children, they had so many sex, they've had so many ejaculatory episodes. They're over it. Right? Do you really want to be with somebody like that? No, but see, that's where you got to go to, and you got to always be ready to hit the eject button. Right? You got to be ready to hit that eject button. Until the day you walk into a matrimony, you got to be ready. You got to be always walking around a relationship with your thumb on that button, just in case something comes up. Now, when you figure out that you want to really marry this person, then you can put the ejector button down. All right, well, let's continue. Let's continue, y'all.
Attraction is nothing more than the magnetic appeal that draws a person to you to take the value from you.
Basically what I said, right? I would say it's electric. It's electric. I don't want to say it's electromagnetic. I would say that it's electromagnetic. It's not just magnetic, right? Right? It's not magnetism. It's actually electricity, right? Well, we're talking mathematics now. We're not talking spookism, right? We're talking mathematics, right? You see this person, and that person gives you a chemical reaction happens in your body that lines up the electrons in your body a certain way that are attracted to the way the electrons are set up in the other person, and lines up the electrons in their body, and therefore there creates an attraction because there's just enough equilibrium there to create an attraction. Y'all hear me? But it starts in the mind. It starts in the mind. Then in the mind creates the electricity, that the chemicals that create the electricity that cause the attraction, right? But that's now that's attracting. We're not talking about what she's talking about is sexual arousal and sexual tension, and you're aroused by the sexual tension, but you think you're attracted to them, but it's not an attraction to them. It's an arousal behind the sexual tension that they are producing. And so women think my value is this sexual tension that I can produce is going to create attraction, when in actuality, the sexual tension that you're creating creates arousal. And you mistaken arousal for attraction. Hey, man, I ain't going to take another hour to explain this. But those of y'all that want me to talk about it more, maybe I'll put it in a book. And I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you the mathematics of it. All right. So anyway, she said they want to take the value from you. Now, certain types of men are going to want to take the value from you. That's true. Certain types of men. So stop sexually selecting those type of men. That's the point, right? But we can't, Clint. We can't stop selecting these men. They're the most attractive, right? The type of men that's going to do this crazy stuff to you, they're the most sexually attractive, right? so the women are going to always go for them, right? So the women saying, hey, well, since I'm already going to go for them, I'm not going to say that there's good men out there. There's no good men out there. No, there's good men out there. You're just not sexually attracted. So say that. Just tell the truth. There are good black men out here. I know. I was just at school today. I took my granddaughter to school today, and I picked her up from school today. Guess who I saw there? More than anybody else I saw. Black fathers. I saw more black fathers than black mothers today. Black fathers dropping their children off. Black fathers settling their kids down. Black fathers walking them into school. Black fathers walking them to class. Black fathers picking them up. Black granddads like myself picking up their kids. Yeah. I know they keep telling you, man, black men don't love their children and don't love their kids and all that. I know. Don't believe the hype. Like, shout out to Public Enemy. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. These people got a narrative, and they're pushing a narrative because of their incompetence at the sexual selection process. They can't pick a winner because they don't know how to evaluate men. They evaluate the scale by which they evaluate men has nothing to do with what the stuff that they really need from a man, and so they try to use what I always say is the conversion method. I'm gonna convert this person. I know he's a bad person and a bad guy, but he looks so good, girl. He looks so good. Oh, in the bedroom, his sex is on. It's on the one, girl. Man, I know what I'm gonna do, girl. I'm gonna convert him. Because I got the golden vagina. Here we go. The golden vagina. I got the golden vagina. I'm gonna convert him, girl. And a man like that see you coming. We just had brother Leon Walker on here. Shout out to Leon Walker. Man like that see you coming 100 miles away. Oh, you think you're gonna convert me? Okay, I'm gonna just keep on playing dumb like I don't see it. And I'm gonna keep sending you keep sending you to the backstop every time, right? Man. No, man. Stop accepting attention from men, unqualified men. Well, how you know they unqualified? He got a nice car, he got a nice job, he got a nice car. Yeah, but is he qualified spiritually, emotionally? See, financially, I mean, you could do what Kevin Samuels said. Hey, man, y'all can do what y'all want, right? I'm talking to the women. If you want a G-Wagon that bad and you don't want to go to work, if you want a man that's going to be out there, making moves on you and doing all this stuff to you and putting his hands on you and all that, but it's okay because he's making all this money, hey, I don't think that's smart. But, hey, if that's what you think you got to do, I don't think nobody has to do that. I think if women start turning their backs on the type of guys that they keep on complaining about, those guys are going to be far and few between because they're not going to get nowhere. It's not going to pay off to be that kind of guy. But right now, you pay a handsome price for it, right? Guys that just want to have sex with you, man, this is the best time for them. Women want to be promiscuous. Not all women, of course, but I mean, a lot of women, and the music is telling them to be promiscuous. All the heroes are promiscuous. I mean, even Maxine Waters said it's good to be promiscuous, right? It's powerful to be promiscuous. That means you are powerful, right? You powerful. Really? Are you powerful? Anyway, let's get back to because let me make this one point. Okay, yeah. Now, yeah. So if you want your value, you want people to see you, go select people that value what you value. You're going to have a better chance. But the better thing is to value people that value what a woman actually is and be that. I think a lot of time women try to sell men something they're not looking for, and then they're going to convert you. I'm going to convert you. And so what is the most common way that women try to convert people? Shaming them, right? They try to shame you. Why do you like that? Why do you want that? Why do you want this? That's ugly, right? They try to shame you into buying what they're selling instead of selling you what you want. Right? If you want this man, then you need to find out what he wants and sell him that. Go get it and sell it to him. Right? Or if you want somebody to buy what you selling, then you need to go to people that's probably interested in what you're selling. Stop going someplace, stop going to the meat eaters convention trying to sell fish and then saying, oh, that's wrong. Y'all eat meat. That's wrong. Y'all shouldn't do it. You should like fish. But women use shame most of the time to try to change people's behavior, right? And I'm saying that, no, you can't change a person's sexual behavior, sexual preferences with shame. You can't do it. If you could do that, we could get rid of all these chomos. We could get rid of all of these pedos. We could get rid of all those guys if you could just use shame. But you can't use shame, right? Shame is not going to change a person's sexual preferences. So therefore, if shame is not going to change their sexual preferences, then if you want to be accepted for who you are, then you need to go to places that people are looking for what you're selling. Stop trying to sell people looking for onions, apples. Right? This person's trying to make spaghetti, and they got spaghetti on the stove at home, but they forgot the onions, and you selling apples, and you're going to make them feel bad because they ain't going to buy none of your apples. No. They're not going to buy your apples because they need an onion in that spaghetti. Right? Anyway, let's move on.
And way too many of you get sucked dry because you try to be attractive while simultaneously promoting yourself as a benefits package, and they use you to no end.
I agree with that. Because most women, they don't know how to sell themselves, right? They think that they have to sell themselves as this sexual kitten that can't get enough, right? Or this powerful, piece of work 304 that just can't get enough, right? And that men of high caliber are going to want to deal with that. And no, they don't. There's a group of men that are lackeys and bottom feeders that are always going to be attracted to women. I don't care what the woman has done. I don't care what kind of lifestyle she's led. They have such low self-esteem that they're willing to put up with a woman like that. And same thing with men. Women. There's some of them that are just, you know what I'm saying? They think their only value is in, what's it called? Not attractiveness, but attention. Attention. Any attention is good attention. Even if I'm getting attention from men, but based on the sexual attention I'm creating, that's not a long-lasting way to keep a man, is creating sexual attention. No, take that back. A man, you can keep a man by creating sexual attention, but you can't keep a man for a long, long time. You got to have other things on the table with that sexual attention. And if you don't, you're not going to last a long time. You're just not. Because guess what? Other women can create sexual attention too. That's the part, man. You think it's something special about your sexual attention. No, it's only something special about the sexual attention you creating when you got other stuff that's unique to you going with it. You ain't hearing me. I agree with her. A lot of things she's saying makes sense. Now, the solutions she give you to these things, that don't really make sense to me, a lot of them, right? Right? Her promotion of lesbianism, right? As the lesbianism as the solution to all these problems is lesbianism, right? But to me, that's not solving the problem. That's just adjusting your lifestyle, but you still got the same problem. The same problem, which is the incompetence at with your judgment of people. That's still the problem. And it's going to get you in trouble elsewhere if you don't get on top of that. this lady promotes lesbianism, and not to say that I got a problem with lesbianism. I really don't. I don't know nothing about being a lesbian other than the fact that the obvious that there are women that have sexual relations with women. But other than that, I don't know anything about lesbianism. I don't think that lesbianism in itself is a solution for women that are pookie pickers. I don't think that that's a solution. Nor do I think divesting is a solution for pookie pickers. But pookie pickers, they constantly are pushing the divesting strategy, and I am with now the divesting community. I say go ahead. I say yes, go ahead and divest. Have you seen that crowd? Ay ay ay. To the divestors, we say peace to the east. Go out there and there's many fish in the sea. Go on out there and grab one. But for the rest of y'all, seriously, for the rest of y'all, if you're going to date people of other races, okay. But don't date them just because you pookie picking here. If you pookie picking here, you probably going to pookie pick there. Because you ain't fixed the pookie picking. That's the issue, is the pookie picking. Not the men. It's not the men. Men are going to be men. Women are going to be women. But if you Shaniqua selecting or pookie picking, then you're going to Shaniqua select when you get to Thailand. You're going to Shaniqua select when you get to Brazil. You're going to Shaniqua select when you get to the DR. You're going to pookie pick when you get to the white boys. You're going to pookie pick when you get to the Latinos. You're going to pookie pick when you go through the Asians. Right? Typically. Typically. All right, y'all. We got to get out of here, man. We got to get out of here. Let's finish up with the Queen Maker. The Queen Maker. She's gonna make you a queen. Really? What you gonna be a queen of? What you gonna be a queen? There ain't no queen that never put herself on the throne. A man put that queen on the throne. How you gonna be a queen and put yourself on the throne? Really? I don't know. Maybe there's a queen out there that went out there and had a whole bunch of women and won a war, and she settled herself on the throne. I'm talking about in humans. That happens in bees and ants, but in humans, I don't think it's gonna happen, right? Right. By the way, if you really want to see the cruelness of bees and ants towards males, go look at what they do, the bees do to males, and go look at what ants do to males. Soon as they born male, go see what they do to them. Oh, man. What you don't want to do is be born a bee or an ant as a male. Anyway, let's continue. Let's finish up, y'all. Let's finish up.
If you want to be a power player, will you stop that from happening? Go ahead and subscribe.
And what she's not telling you is she is promoting lesbianism as the answer for this situation. That's what she's not telling you, right? That's what's not being put here in the fine print, right? Which, if you're going to promote lesbian, then promote lesbianism. But tell everybody up front. Don't make it look like you got a better way to do it. No, you ain't got no better way to do it. Unless you address the pookie picking, you ain't got no, what are you doing? We're not going to address the pookie picking. And I said this on the last video, one of the other videos. The reason why they don't address the pookie picking is because they don't want to be held accountable for the decisions that they made. The reason why guys, they say all black women are this way, all black women are that way, is because they don't want to be held accountable for their selection, for the selecting that they're doing, the Shaniqua selecting. Because most of us do not know how to select a mate. We know how to select sexual partners That's why we out here dating so much. You can select sexual partners. You just can't select. You just don't know how to select for long-term relationships. And so people try to convert. They try to convert short-term casual sexual partners into long-term relationship mates relationships. And there's an old saying: you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, right? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Man, a woman, especially a woman, man, a woman that loves the streets loves the streets. Unless some major intervention happens, they're just going to continue to always love the streets until the streets spits them out. That's usually when they slow down, is when the streets ball them up, chew them up, and spit them out. Then they walk away from the streets. But typically, they run hard in them streets until they can't no more. Who wants to be that old man in the club or that old lady in the club? Right? You don't want to be that person. Streets spit them out and say, hey, you too old. Even if you want to continue this, you got to do it another way. You can't come to the club no more. But we got to be real about some stuff, man. Right? We got to be real about stuff. We got to be honest with each other. Because we losing. I was just watching something this morning. Where this chick had started a relationship with this dude. She had a child. She started a relationship, black, everybody black. She started a relationship with this dude. Man. And the dude, man, after about maybe a month or so, she decided she didn't want to be with the dude no more. She was living with this cat. Man, dude just killed her. See, that's what I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to stop that type of stuff. I'm trying to stop, and I'm sure the Queen Maker's trying to stop it too. I just don't agree with her. I don't agree with her solution, but I think we all trying to stop that from happening, right? But I'm trying to give you a realistic solution. If you picking pookies, then you got to reevaluate what you're doing and make some adjustments so that you're not picking pookies no more. You don't have no pookies in your basket no more. You got pookies in your basket, and then you saying everything in the all the apples in the basket are messed up. That's because you picking bad apples. Duh. Stop picking bad apples. But Clarence, they so sexy. I know they the sex. Those apples are usually going to be the brightest and the shiniest, right? At first. But usually you see after a while, man, they just not built for long. You got to be built for long-term relationships, man. Because long-term relationships come with challenges. You got to be built for it. You can't be no sucker trying to be in a long-term relationship, man, because it's going to eat you up. Long-term relationship will eat you up and spit you out. You got to keep, it's tough. It's tough. Marriage is tough. It's not fun all the time. Just like being single is not fun all the time. Nothing is fun all the time. Yeah, I know these people, they ain't happily married. Nobody's happily married all the time. There's challenges that's going to come up. Just like if you single, there's going to be challenges. There's going to be car accidents. There's going to be sickness. There's going to be some mishandling of the funds. There's going to be a lot of different things that's going to come up. Maybe infidelity. I mean, maybe it's going to be some things that's going to come up. And you got to make some real decisions out here. Anyway, we're going to stop it right here, y'all. I got to make this a two-parter. I didn't know it was going to go this long. I'm going to make this a two-parter so y'all can get all of this all you can. And, check out the Queen Maker, man. I don't have no issue with her personally. I don't even know this sister. I just disagree with her on so many different issues. On the solutions for a lot of the things that she points out, because she points out a lot of stuff that's true. You can't deny that black men are harming black women more than black women are harming men. Can't deny that. Or at least we can't deny that black men harming black women is reported significantly higher rate then black men will get stabbed by a woman and won't even report it. He won't even turn her in, right? She'll damage his property, tear up his apartment, whatever. He won't even report her because she's his baby's mama, right? He won't even report it. So that happens a lot. That's why women are. It looks like women don't do it a lot. They do it. They do it a lot too. But I would not give them at the same rate as men. But definitely they're out here committing violent crimes as well, all in the name of love, and they're just not getting reported because men don't report crimes that women commit against us as much as women do, right? And the state don't pick them up. State, even if you do report it as a man, if you're a woman and you report a crime, and you as a woman say, "Well, I don't want to press the charges no more," the state will pick it up. More likely, the state is more likely to pick it up if it's a woman than if it's a man reporting something, and then the man come in and say, "I don't want to press no charges." But man, the man don't even have to do that. It's very rare that the state will say, "Well, we're gonna go ahead and press the charges on a woman." Who wants to be the DA in that case? Huh? Who wants to be the prosecuting attorney that sent a woman up the river? Nobody wants that job, right? These people are all trying to be elected judges and and sit on the judge's seat and get paid $175,000 a year for the rest of their life, plus a pension, right? They're not trying to send no woman up the river, but a man, holy smokes, let me at him, right? The woman come in and say, "I don't want to press no charges. I love him," right? They say, "Well, you can love him, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to use that yellow telephone," right? You can love him while he's cooling off in the cooler, right? All right, y'all. This is the Queen Maker, and I want you guys to go over there and check her out, man. Don't take my word for it. Go see it for yourself. See what she's talking about. But like I said, she makes some good points as far as pointing out the things that men are doing. But I think some of her solutions are way out there. I don't think lesbianism is the answer. Not for the pookie picking. Lesbianism is not the answer. And I'll probably tell you why in another video. All right, y'all.